Back, baby.
Another Thursday in the books. Here we go.
Oh man, another Thursday discussing purpose only DPO.
DPO.
How you feeling, man?
Nathan, I'm feeling very, very good, man. Feeling
Ooh,
very healthy, still a little young, feeling like still got
look
it in
great.
me. So do you, brother. How about yourself? How you feeling?
Man, I feel like I'm in my prime, man. Oh, you know something? I feel like I'm in my 30s. I've got energy, I've got clarity. I feel good, man. I can probably attest that people that are watching this, y'all got to be saying like, man, y'all look like some good. I don't know how old y'all are, but man, y'all look good. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Hey,
Judging by the gray, may got a little bit of age on us, right? But trust us, we feel good.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna say we feel better, we look better than some of these celebrities out there that are walking around with defibrillators, bleeding at the eyes,
Yeah.
doing concerts, claiming that they only have 1 year to live, and these cats are around our age.
Yeah, man. I think we're a little bit older actually than the cats we're talking about. You
Oh,
know, to hear the stories that I've been hearing, and I do want to send prayers out if the stories are what they really are. That
mm-hmm.
prayers are definitely in order. Never wish any ill feeling on anybody. We always are preaching mental health. This is February, Black History Month, and mental health is something we definitely need to stay abreast on for our community, because in our community is something that we definitely need to take to heart.
Good call, man. Good call. And this is the month to celebrate that heritage. That is for sure. I'm sure people are hearing this around the world, but on discussing purpose only, that's why we bring it
Yes,
up
yes,
because it has
DPO.
purpose. DPO, man. But what do you get when you add celebrity, addiction, and algorithm all in one?
When you mix all that together, you get, well, I think we can go into a story and kind of let the headline speak for itself. I'm
Let's
gonna go
go,
ahead and
baby.
cue this video on up here.
Ray J has just been transferred to the hospital after his health suddenly worsened, and he is reportedly between life and death. Ray J came out just hours ago, speaking with a raw, unfiltered tone, saying he might not even make it to 2027, and the way he laid it
Wow.
out sounded less like a headline and more like a man staring
Sad.
straight at the clock. The 45-year-old singer, born William Ray Norwood Jr., said his heart is operating at only 25% after a recent hospitalization that nearly took his life, and he did not sugarcoat how years of heavy drinking and drug use led him here. Earlier this month, Ray J was rushed into a Las Vegas emergency room after feeling serious heart pain alongside a severe case of pneumonia. All of a sudden, it turned into something life-threatening, with doctors admitting him for treatment and monitoring. After being released and returning home, he went straight to Instagram to explain what happened. In the video, he thanked fans for praying for him and said plainly that his health was not okay. He explained that his heart is barely working, but he was still alive and grateful. The caption said it all in his own words. Just almost died. I'm alive because of your prayers. That post sounded calm compared to what
Mm.
came next. In a separate Instagram live
Man,
that
let's
spread
pause it
fast
here for a
online,
second.
Ray J's tone shifted completely.
I
Yeah,
want to know from the audience, is a lot of this just self-inflicted? You mix alcohol, drugs, and celebrity and late nights and trying to keep up with the young crowds. Like I've seen, reports with this guy and, being around 20, 30 year olds. This dude's pushing, he's going to be pushing 50 pretty soon and just living that lifestyle, man, of just lack of sleep. And here's the deal, like, we're not there every day, so we have no idea. And it's just the kind of like the persona that's been painted around this guy. But there's still some health issues, and I'm pretty sure it surrounds, again, drugs and who knows what type, right? Who knows what type? It's more than just weed, obviously, and alcohol, and who knows the content that he's drinking, how much he's drinking.
well,
Audience, is this seriously self-induced, and if so, we would love to hear your comments on that. What do you think, Ray?
definitely no, definitely let us know your comments on that. But at the same token, you know, I look at other options and the other factors. This man has been gone through a lot of public issues in the public. Like he has no privacy at all. So everything he
Mm,
does is public based. And knowing that, you know, when you go through a divorce, man, that's one of the most stressful times in your life. And he's had to endure that while he's been going through all these other issues in the headlines. So not only has he had health issues internally, body wise, but mentally and physically, he's also enduring other stress related factors that are also hindering his health. And I think those are the other issues we need to look at. Is, you know, as a celebrity, nothing's everything you do is in the public eye. So no matter what you're doing and dealing with, whether it's health related, whether it's relationship related, it's all in the public eye. And at the end
Mm,
of the day, is the public eye one of the main issues of our stress here? You know, that's another
mm,
question, because being in the public eye your whole life, that's stressful, you know, to be criticized daily, critically, all the time. That's got to be something that we're not looking at, that only adds on top of the other health issues that you may have. That's my
mm,
take on it.
I wanna question you on something. You had mentioned something a while back about just health. I want to touch on public eye because there's public influence as well. What is one thing, and I know it's one of many, what's one, and this is a public announcement. What's one thing that Ray is doing that is protecting your health? One thing that you've changed over the past, say, 6 months to a year.
One thing I've done to increase what I was consider as a health factor is what I'm putting in my body, the
Mm,
toxins I'm putting in, and the processed food. Watching what I'm really eating is the main thing, and not eating a lot, maybe once to twice a day. You know, a lot of fasting. I don't eat breakfast anymore. Little things like that really make a difference in your health and your clarity for your mindset. So those little things that you do daily really do build up and give you a lot more longevity in life, that I feel, and that's what keeps me clear, and that's why I feel the way I feel today, I think, in my opinion.
were there growing pains of you now only eating twice a day? Were there growing pains like headaches or rumbling of the stomach or nausea or
Oh,
just low energy?
yeah, no, you have to learn your body, and meaning you need to listen to your body, and listening to your body doesn't always mean what we were told is the truth.
Mm,
I used to, when I first started the fasting, for instance, when I would first start, when I'd hear my stomach rumble, I used to think, oh man, you need to put something in your body. And lo and behold, it I kind of found out that, to me, this is my body trying to still shake off the walls of stuff that's inside of me that needs to really be rid of me, which is a
mm,
different feeling than what I was taught, that it was hunger. And so I'd go put more food in, not knowing that I just need to really let what's in me come out. So little things like that, that you learn your body, you really learn when your body needs to have that food induced to it. So you have to learn your body and listen to it. That's the key goal. And the only way you're going to do that is by really stop, listen, meditation, a lot of prayer, and a lot of self internal intuition, I would say.
mm. It takes me back to that food pyramid that we all grew up on in school, right? You got the milk, the grain, your meats, your cheeses. And
Yeah.
here it is. The industry alone will tell you, hey, when your stomach is growling, it's time to eat. Well, think about that for a second. Like you just mentioned, no, that's my stomach, you know, preparing for maybe the next meal or getting rid of food that it or waste that it no longer needs. And here it is, the food industry is saying, no, put more in,
Yeah.
feed
Yeah.
yourself, and it may not be time to eat.
Yeah. No, that's real. That is so true. Um,
Oh man,
so,
wow.
but yeah, that's another mental health note. We'll have a good
Yeah,
topic on that, discussing about
yeah.
food and what we put in our body on another topic. But let's
Well,
go
there's
back
a
to Ray
reason why.
J. Oh, go ahead.
There's a
Tell me your
reason
reason.
why I brought. There's a reason why I brought that up is because look at the steps that you're taking to protect your body, as we age. And here it is, we're talking about a person who's in the limelight right now and who's in this news that is totally destroying his body. doing the total opposite, as opposed to listening to his body that's, dying off, it's pleading for help. And he
Yeah.
continues to intoxicate it day after day to the point to where we think now there are heart issues, there are lung issues. He's on several medications simply because of the lifestyle that he lived, that he thought he needed, right? To perform, to talk to people, building that liquid courage, to do and say the things that he's done in the past, and that's just not the case. So that's one of the reasons why I brought that up. I wanted to bring it full circle on some of the,
No, that's true.
yeah, 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 some of the, I, I hesitate to say sacrifices, right? Because it's like you got to give up something, but it's not a sacrifice that you did. It was a reward. You rewarded yourself, right, for longevity and the reduction of medications, and you don't have heart issues and all these things. And unfortunately, he hasn't learned to either sacrifice or reward himself.
Yes. No, celebrities have to make that decision long term. You got to think, even when we were younger, we definitely experienced and done things we would probably not want to speak on and on a live subject and on a live topic. But when you really play back everything, and celebrities get it 10 times worse than the average person does, of course. But what they've probably done damage wise with drugs and alcohol, we couldn't even imagine, because the lifestyle is just what it is. And from that perspective, I do believe that, you know, strength is not silence for Ray J. I really believe that his strength
Mm,
is him not being silenced, and his strength is also showing that he's not okay. He's letting everybody know that, I'm not okay and I'm going through something right now. And I don't know to the extent that we should believe what everything we've been sold, but we do know that there is some truth in it. And like I say, I pray for him that whatever he is really going through, he makes it through. And within that, he's going to have to make sacrifices. And I wouldn't always say that the pills, what the doctors give you, is the best thing. Some things are going to have to happen a little naturally, but um, it's going to be one of the situations where he's going to have to make situational changes, no matter what. Um,
mm.
and then we'll see how he does fare through this.
I'm gonna say this: the real flex isn't necessarily dying on camera, as he's claiming. I think it's disappearing, getting disciplined, returning boring, healthy, and alive. That's the real flex.
That is, because when you can do that, then you won. Because remember,
You
all this
won.
this external, this world we live in, don't really, we get caught up in it. And at the end of the day, if you can recoup some of that life in you, then you've
Mm-hmm.
won. We've
Mm-hmm.
all taken years off of our life by doing different things, but let's recoup some of those years. That's the goal.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, man. Let's stay healthy. 2026, man. I'll see you in 2027, God willing.
Yes, God willing. So I do got a topic financially that I wanted to address
Uh-oh.
with you.
Market
Now,
briefs.
you
Pay attention,
know,
everybody.
just recently, and
Mm.
and I'll send you this video after we're done talking, but I've had these Amazon drones out here, and I don't know if you've ever seen one.
Really?
But yes, so the other
Oh,
day I was just working here at home, and my son was outside, and he's like, Dad, come look at this. Because I've been showing them the drones in the car while we're driving. I'm like, look, that's a
get
drone,
out of
and they're
here.
they're like, no, that ain't. So the other day, my son's sitting outside, and he's like, Dad, and I go outside. He's like, come look, and I run over there, and it's an Amazon drone, three houses down. He drops
Wow.
down, he drops the package off, and then he lifts up, goes back in the air, and he takes off. I'm like, oh my gosh, like they are really taking our jobs this way. Like at the end of the day, that is a delivery person that used to come to my block and deliver that package. So that's a whole different topic, but that's what they're doing now. So then I'm sitting in the backyard still, nice, beautiful day. And I hear it again. Boom. The same droid, or whatever they are, the little things that fly,
A
um,
drone.
drone came and dropped another package off. Same house.
Dang,
I got this one on camera. So I'll send you the video. We'll cue that up in the background and
that's
we'll show that.
crazy.
But when you guys look at this drone, it is huge. Like, man, when I tell you it looked like damn near the size of a car flying. Like it's width, its length, everything. I was like, that thing is huge. Like it's not no little drone. These things are huge. And so it really blew me away the way that that's the new technology. That's the new phase we got to get used to. Is our skies are going to be a lot more busier than what we're used to, with things flying back and forth with packages, and it's only getting worse. So this is the new wave of technology. This is what it's doing to us. But on that topic, what about the stock of Amazon? What do you think about Amazon stock? Knowing that this is the next wave of what we're going to endure.
People watching this, I had no idea he was going to mention drones in the sky. This adds to my thesis of continuously buying Amazon under $200. Now today it traded at 204.79. Anything under 200, I am backing the truck up and I am purchasing this stock. And let me tell you why. By 2026, Amazon plans on investing $200 billion into OpenAI. Now that's your chat GPT, but of course they're going to have some more things behind closed doors that's going to be working in terms of their LLMs or their large language models. And that's the reason why they're wanting to partner. In 2033, get this, 2033, they plan to reduce the human workforce by 75%. And with you mentioning that,
Mm,
I I'm starting to believe it now. By 75%, they plan on reducing the workforce by 2023. Um, the projection share price, listen up, everybody, is between $400 to $500. So if you're purchasing at $200 now, let's just put it at 450, somewhere right there in the middle. That's a
right.
125% increase.
Wow.
125% increase. Okay,
That's a big
so let's
deal.
just say you put $100,000 in, that's $225,000 that you make, right? So on and so forth, 1,000, 100, whatever it is, whatever you can afford. Now, this is again is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing because of my conviction. And with you telling me that, man, I'm all in, man. I'm all in. So that's my game plan on Amazon. That's my projections out to 2023. That's their plan to eliminate more human jobs. Now, I'm not saying that there won't be jobs, but if you're not using AI, right, it's going to be tough to. I was watching this commercial. This guy was interviewing him. He's like, "So tell me your skills." He's like, "Oh, well, I've got a certificate in HR and I've got some experience in managing." The dude stopped and he's like, "Do you have an AI stack platform?" And he was like, "No." He was like, "I'm sorry, I can't hire you. You need
Wow.
AI." So that's it. You
Yeah.
want to wrap us up?
No, I think that takes us through the to the end this week. Another financial update about Amazon and the way you know, if you want to invest in Amazon, there's again, this is not financial advice. You know, we're just giving you some details that we've come across. And knowing that this is the future coming, I'd say everybody hold on to your pants because we're on for a ride, and I don't know how this ends up, but we'll keep you
Wow.
updated week to week. And we'll see you guys next Thursday. Thank you for joining DPO. We'll see you again. Thank you.